Love by John Mayer is going to be played in standard tuning. The intro riff as well as the verse will be anchored around versions of A's and G's. The opening riff, the way that I would begin it, is I put my first finger barring strings 4, 3, and 2 along the 2nd fret to basically make an A chord. And then you'll strike the open 5th string down to roughly the 3rd string. I don't know that you want a whole lot of the 2nd string in there, but if you hit it, that's fine. And that's the opening hit. After that, you'll hear it go. The way that you play that is after the A, you will use your ring finger to put it on the 5th string, 4th fret. You'll pluck it with your pick, and then you'll pull off. After you pull off with your ring finger to the open 5th string, you'll then use your 2nd finger is what John Mayer uses. A lot of times I use my pinky because it's just easier for me, but you'll use either your ring or your pinky finger to put it down on the 4th string, 4th fret. You'll pluck it, and then you'll pluck the open 3rd string right behind it. And then you'll come back to the 4th string, 4th fret where your pinky or ring is. And then you'll pull off to an open 4th string. So far we've got. And then you'll use your first finger to put it down on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Pluck it, and then pull it off to expose the open 4th string again. And then go back to your ring or your pinky finger to the 5th string, 4th fret. Pluck that, and then pull it off to expose the open 5th. And that's the whole riff. So, A, pluck, pluck, fret, pull off, fret, open string, fret, pull off, fret, pull off, fret, pull off. Probably should stop right there and practice that A move because it does that over and over again in every time that you hit the A chord. After you get that, you then go to a version of a G chord. The way that John Mayer plays this G chord is he really leaves his he puts his first and ring finger in the position of a D, like first finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. But then he uses his thumb to catch the 6th string 3rd fret. So it turns it into a kind of an anchor of a G chord. I use my 2nd finger though instead of my thumb because it's easier for me. So you'll hit that version of that G chord however you're wanting to play it. And then you'll begin the riff out of the G chord. Instead of on the 5th string 4th fret, you'll begin on the 5th string 2nd fret with your first finger. And then so you'll pluck 2nd fret of the 5th string, pull off to open up the 5th string, and then you'll go back to the same back half of the original riff. Ring finger to the 4th string 4th fret, open 3rd string, back to the 4th string 4th fret, pull off, open 4th string 2nd fret with your first finger, pull off to open up 4th string, end by plucking the 5th string 4th fret, and then pull off to it open again, and then go back into the A chord. The verse chords are going to be the same as the intro chords, which is essentially an A chord into this G chord with a D shape that's inside of it. The key thing about the verse, though, is the rhythm. It's kind of that rhythm. It's a really chunky, really heavy-handed rhythm that comes through with palm mute, where you take the fat of your palm and lay it right across the bridge and then strum through your palm muting the strings. Also in this rhythm, you hear random hammer-ons happening in the A, where you would just lift up your first finger and then hammer it back down into the A position. a lot of what you hear in this verse that makes it unique as well is John Mayer inside of the A chord, not really strumming, but very quickly in his strum motion, picking individual strings, mainly 5, 3, and 4, like, while incorporating some little hammer-ons. After you get the rhythm on the A, you're then going to go to the G chord and hit another little embellishment. The way that you do that, it's a quick series of hammer-offs that sounds a lot more difficult than it is. And the most difficult thing about it is getting the rhythm down. And it's something that you would just need to listen to John Mayer and get a feel for, probably more than actually me articulating what notes to hit. But having said that, here are the notes to hit. Inside of your G chord, excuse me, inside of your G chord, what you're going to do is you will start by lifting your first finger and exposing the open third string, and you'll hammer on with your first finger to the third string second fret, and then you'll pull off again real fast, and you'll get, and then you'll use your pinky finger to put it down on the fourth string fourth fret. You'll pluck that, and then you'll hit the open third string again, and you get. And a lot of times in that G, he kind of just does that a couple times, like. And you can hear that drop note or that dropped beat between. It's just not that over and over again. It's got a little drop beat between it, like. Anyway, that's another thing to practice. Sometimes you can hear him walk it on down, and after hitting the open third string, hit the still fretted fourth string again on the fourth fret, and then come down to the fourth string second fret with your first finger, and then hit the open fourth string, and then go back to fourth string second fret and pull off. And that would get something like. It goes back in the A to the G. And the last time of the verse, he'll go. And then kind of drone that G before going into the chorus. The way that you do that walk down is out of your G chord. And I'm saying G chord, obviously it's this alternate G chord that we've been using with the D shape in it. But you hit this G chord, and then you'll hit it again with your first finger up, exposing the open third string. And then you'll use your pinky finger to put it down on the fourth string fourth fret and strum again. And you get. Before it goes into the chorus. For the chorus, we're going back to still a kind of D chord, but this time, instead of having something on the sixth string third fret, we're going to have our thumb on the sixth string second fret. So first finger on the third string second fret, ring finger on the second string third fret, open first string, and then thumb grabbing the sixth string second fret. You'll strum across that, and then you're going to want to use your second finger to have it down behind your ring finger on the second string second fret, so that you can lift up your ring finger and get the second string second fret in there in the strumming pattern, because that's what gives that melodic feel in this chord. So you'll strum down once with your ring finger down on the second string third fret, and then you'll strum down once with picking up your ring finger and exposing where you've got your second finger on the second string second fret, and then you'll put your ring finger back down on the second string third fret. You get, and then you go to a G chord. For this G chord, I just put my second finger on the sixth string third fret. And if you want to put your first finger back down where it was on the third string second fret, you probably can. But those are the first two movements of the course. And then after that, you go to an A chord. And the way that you do that is, so you put your first finger on small bar across strings 4, 3, and 2. You hit the open 5 string, and then you use your second and third fingers. You're putting them down. You're putting your second finger down on the second string 3rd fret, and you're putting your ring finger down on the 3rd string 4th fret. Then you lift them back up again, and then you put them down again, and as you're putting them down, you slide them up 2 frets. And in this little shape, once you slide up, you've got to be careful not to let the open 3rd string, or the open 4th string, you do not want that to slip in there. So whenever you slide up, you want to do so in a way that with your first finger you can kind of mute the 4th string a little bit. And then you can hit the open 1st string behind this slide as well. So you've got your ring finger now on the 3rd string 6th fret, your second finger on the 2nd string 5th fret, and you've got an open 1st string. And it repeats that. And then it goes back to the D part of the chorus, back to the G, back to the A. At the end of the chorus, it does this. The way that you're going to play that is you're going to use your first finger to bar strings 5, 4, and 3 along the 7th fret. And then you're going to be moving the chord with your pinky finger. You'll have to stretch your pinky finger to the 5th string 10th fret. And remember, your first finger is still carrying the weight of barring this. So you'll go pinky finger on the 5th string 10th fret, pluck that, then what you've still got barred by your first finger, so 4th string 7th fret, 3rd string 7th fret, you pluck those 3 strings once, 5, 4, 3, and then you drop your pinky finger down 1 fret so that it is on the 5th string 9th fret. You repeat the same picking pattern of 5, 4, 3, now it's 5, 9, 4 still 7, 3 still 7. And then you pick up your pinky finger, and you can pick the same picking pattern again, and then you will come down with your first finger and hit it on the 5th string 5th fret. So you're kind of terminating the run on the D note of the 5th string, 5th fret. And then from here, you'll go first finger to the 6th string 2nd fret, second finger to the 6th string 3rd fret, and then an A chord. Whenever you hit the 6th string 3rd fret with your second finger, John Mayer tends to pull that note a little bit. And then it repeats the run again. And it repeats it 3 times until the last time. And instead of starting on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, it instead starts on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, walks down to the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and then ends in an E major 7. The way that you're going to make this chord is an open 6th string. Your second finger will go to the 5th string 2nd fret. You'll have an open 4th string. Your 3rd string will be fretted by your first finger on the 1st fret. You'll have an open 2nd string, open 1st string. From there, it repeats back into the riff, I believe. And those are the chords to Good Love by John Mayer.